Hello, my name is Jason Miller, Chief Evangelist and Principal Consultant here at Creatio. Today I'm joined by Kyle Swenson, Senior Business Systems Analyst at Consumer Credit Union. Consumer Credit Union is in northeastern Illinois and is a pillar of the community, and you've been around since 1930. I think you're serving about 260,000 members today. And I know you've been really focused on driving member engagement and helping provide the best products and services for your members. Welcome.
Thank you, welcome.
So Kyle, what are some of the challenges that your organization was facing in supporting your members, and what are some of the things that you were really thinking about before implementation of Creatio?
Not unlike other credit unions, we had the typical issues of multiple disparate systems. We had work spread across the organization, and when you're trying to service a member issue, you would have to log into 8, maybe a dozen different systems. And we realized through NPS scores and through internal NPS results that we really had to address that in order to be that pillar and be that much better for our members.
How are we helping you better access member data?
So right now we've integrated more than 12 different systems into the Creatio platform. And utilizing the Member 360 view, we're displaying information from 12 of those previously disparate systems into that Creatio platform. So when we pull up that member contact screen, we're seeing information from 12 different platforms about that member. We instantly get to see that member's relationship with us in that single pane of glass, and we can be extremely comfortable and familiar with that member immediately in front of us at any given time.
I would assume that this is helping you not only provide better service, but that employee feels more confident and more empowered. Is that true?
We absolutely can provide that kind of warm and fuzzy feeling to that member, because as soon as we pull that member's name up, we get to engage with that member in a relationship where we know everything we need to know about that member, how long they've been with us, dollars on deposit, account structure, verifying members, and it's been able to allow us to immediately solve certain situations that used to be kind of long-running member cases that used to have to be passed either from department to department, or you would have had to log into another system in order to figure out what that solution was. But now we have that information immediately at our fingertips, and that member just has that comfortable feeling to know that we know exactly who they are and what they're here for.
So now that you've implemented Creatio, can you tell us how Creatio's case management capabilities have really helped you enhance and streamline your operations?
So that was one of our biggest pain points before Creatio. One of our biggest problems was we were losing, or potentially losing, member case issues. We weren't able to track that work well across the organization. Since we've implemented Creatio, we now are able to seamlessly move that work across the organization by automatically assigning that work between departments or between members of departments. And when we're talking the volume of, last year we processed over 45,000 member cases. That's 45,000 different opportunities to improve that member relationship or potentially sacrifice that member relationship. So utilizing Creatio's tools, we've been able to benefit that member relationship and addressing those issues every single time by seamlessly being able to handle those issues and provide a better member experience with the Creatio platform.
Now, I know you've been doing some internal measurements of that experience. What outcomes have you been able to achieve, and have you seen since you've implemented?
We have seen an increase in NPS scores from members. We surveyed members before the Creatio implementation, and I believe we've seen a 2-point increase on NPS survey scores after the Creatio implementation. So not only do our members see the improvement, but also our employees see the improvement as well.
So now that you've integrated Creatio with all these systems and you have more of a consolidated database, has that helped you make better decisions and enhance your delivery capabilities?
It has. So since we've implemented this, our marketing team has been able to be more nimble with moving towards better, more focused campaigns. Our marketing team can self-service campaigns now by building campaigns that they can process daily. Currently we're running about 20 different campaigns a day that they self-service, and they build their own audiences themselves. And on the case side, we were able to identify cases that we no longer needed, or we were able to immediately rectify by adding data from what used to be a case and now just put that information immediately on the 360 screen. So as soon as we pull that member screen up, we can just inform that member that information if they need to, and then service that member immediately.
So obviously a lot of people want to understand what's the benefit that they can achieve by using Creatio. Have you been able to quantify some of the outcomes that you've been able to achieve since implementing Creatio?
So one of the biggest gains we had originally actually didn't come from the case side, ironically enough, because that was one of our biggest focuses, but it happened on the lead side. Before Creatio, our mortgage department had more than 30 Excel spreadsheets that they would track their different mortgage leads on. And they would go through a typical credit union process of running those Excel spreadsheets through a number of VLOOKUPs to go ahead and compile those monthly bonus payouts. And now what used to be a 5 or 6 day process is now a 1 hour process. I go ahead, export that information to them, they verify that off the LOS, and they have all their bonuses within an hour.
What are the big benefits that your organization has achieved by using no-code technology?
Being nimble and being able to quickly address either enhancement requests and not having to have a massive technical background to do so, not having to have a huge development team or a specialized training staff to do this. We run our Creatio shop on about 3 people, and we're able to service, our almost 500 employees with that. Again, our 260,000 members with a really small Creatio team. And again, the no code, if we have a request that comes in some cases we can get those requests taken either immediately, if it's in the case of a dashboard, or if it's something that has to be pushed out to prod, usually same day.
What are some of the use cases you're thinking about continuing to expand on the platform? But also, how are you thinking about using Creatio's native AI capabilities?
To be able to just speak to AI and ask AI to build me a dashboard that shows certain data elements. That's our first immediate use case we're going to be working on for AI. The second use case we want to use is going to be, now that we have all that data on the 360 view, we want to be able to put that in more of a story mode and have AI create us a story of the member that can kind of encapsulate what that member situation, that member relationship looks like for us in a conversational tone, as opposed to a number of data fields.
Kyle, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a great conversation, and hopefully for everybody listening today, they've been able to take something from your experience as well. So appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So, thanks so much, Jason.